What's going on, guys? This is Keaton with Hook'em Rolls, and today's video is going to be all about the Monsoon project. I'm going to be kind of talking kind of what our investment is, what girls we have going this season, and what to expect really for this season and probably the next couple of seasons. We're just going to break this down for you guys, and yeah, hopefully it's a good video, and stay tuned. Peace. Okay, all right, what's going on, guys? So next clip over. And like I said in the previous, we were going to be talking about the Monsoon project. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about the project. We're going to be talking about an investment standpoint, and we're going to be talking about returns as far as what we're hoping to hit, returns as far as what we're hoping to sell this season, and where we want our project to be for next season. Here, probably the end of, I'm going to say, October, November. Kind of setting up for this next season. So. Getting started, I guess. We're going to start with the best. Okay, I have her labeled as a super just because when I labeled her, I didn't really feel like putting Ivory down, but she is an Ivory, 100% hit Monsoon. And yeah, take a look for yourself. So we got a little bit of goodness right there. And this, guys, is what you call a prelay shed. And a good way to tell, personally, at least what I've found out in the past 2 years, or the past 1 year, the previous season that I was on, if it's a prelay, usually they'll pass over multiple different other of your snakes that are going into prelay. Like she hasn't laid probably 6 times, or not laid. She hasn't shed probably 6 times over the other girls that aren't. Like some of my some adult girls, they've shed 6 times before she has shed once. And I knew this because of course I was ultrasounding and whatever, but a good way to tell is, if your females are still on the cold side of the tub after they shed, that probably means they didn't ovulate. You probably just thought you saw something. This girl was the hardest girl I've ever ID'd to ovulate. Like, I thought she ovulated 10 times over, multiple times within the past probably 4 months, but never could dial it down. Even when she ovulated, it was still hard to tell. I sent over to Jonathan. Jonathan's like, yeah, it looks like an ovulation. I was like, yes, but at the same time, it doesn't look like any of these other girls that have ovulated. So, sometimes it'll be harder than others. And this is a big girl, guys. I mean, she's probably close to 3,000 gram range, if I was to guess, maybe even on top of it right now. So, I mean, she's a thick mama. But yeah, so pretty cool here. This is an Ivory 100% Monsoon, and this season she was paired to a Pastel Mojave Inchy Spider Het Monsoon. So not the greatest pairing on the male side. That's kind of what I was going to talk to you guys about. This season we don't really have the male that we want. Okay, and sometimes that's how the project works. Like we got into these Het Monsoon girls kind of on the random. All right, we got lucky. We got very, very lucky to get these girls. And let me close this door, guys. Sorry about this. Dogs are out there. But yeah, no, we got these girls very, very lucky. I had a buddy at the time who had a few of them, and I reached out to Jonathan. This is back when we first started, our collaborations with some projects. And I was like, hey man, let's do this. And he was really skeptical at first. I'm not going to name any names of any other projects, but Puzzle was a big one. Super skeptical of it. Basically said no, and I had to talk him into it. Of course, I'm right. I'm always right. Monsoon and Puzzle, probably 2 of the hottest projects right now, and I'm the reason that he's into it. So, I mean, not to say anything, but I am the reason. So, anyway, yeah, so we ended up getting a few girls from that buddy at the time that I had. Then he had a buddy who needed some quick cash for to pay some of his employees. And, he's a bigger breeder, and he ended up needing the quick cash, like I said, so we ended up doing that. The first one, we ended up doing some trades. I think him and I both, I traded 2 females, he traded 1 female, and then we had, I'm pretty sure it was like 7,000 or 8,000 cash on top of the 3 females traded. The females were clown females, and they were pretty big girls, so, definitely lost a little bit of power there, but we gained... the girl down here, I'll show you, a Pastel Red stripe Het Monsoon, and under here we have a special Het Monsoon, and then the male. So we gained a 1.2, which I think personally is worth it, because yes, we lost out on some clown stuff, and I may not have a lot of clown stuff right now, but hopefully this next clutch is about to do Hopefully I get some clown females to hold back and maybe buy a few more, etc. But yeah, so that is how we got this girl and the other girl below her. Or not, no, what am I saying? This is not how we got this girl, okay? This is the girl that came from Jonathan's friend, all right? And we ended up working a deal with him with some cash. Like I said, he needed some quick cash. We ended up working that deal, and that was that. So that girl came from there, and Jonathan still has 2 of the females at his place. He has a Mojave Het Monsoon and a Pastel Het Monsoon. They were younger, so we didn't send them down here. He didn't send them down here to get bred. So they will be a next season clutch, we assume. And even if not, like, I mean, he said they're probably around 1,200 grams or so. We probably could try, but we're just going to wait because we don't even want to push it. You know, we're going to take those girls, get them down here in a couple months, fatten them up, get them ready to go, and then we're going to have another male besides the male that we have down there to go to these girls. And speaking on that, we are going to invest regardless of what we hit here, guys. You know, let's just say this girl pops freaking 10 eggs, okay? It's fingers crossed. I would freak out, but let's just say she pops 10 eggs, okay? Even if she pops 6 eggs and we hit 2 visual monsoons and one's a male, we're going to hold on to a male if it's a good male. You know, if it's got like, you know, just a yellow belly, inchy monsoon or something like that, we're going to hold on to it. You know, as long as it doesn't have spider. Even if it has pastel, we may hold on to it. But regardless, we're going to buy another male, guys, because the male that we have now has spider and pastel. And our girls have Mojave. One of our girls has Mojave, and one of the girls has pastel. So 2 of the girls have pastel. So we don't want any more pastel. Okay, this season is what it is. You know, sometimes you got to work what you got. You got to breed out what you have, make a little money, and reinvest. But we're going to invest in a better male for this coming season, and it could be something as simple as a double het monsoon clown male. I know there's a few listed right now. They're listed for about $3,000. You know, we don't want to spend any more money on this project because we've spent a pretty penny, but at the same time, we also want to have a better male for these girls. So, you know, it could be something as simple as that, or we could reach out to a few of the bigger guys that we know and see if we can snag a proven breeder, you know, combo male, as long as it does have pastel or spider. I mean, we're not picky. Like I said, anything's better than that. And the reason we're doing that, regardless if we hit a visual, is because we don't know. Best case scenario, he would have right at a year to get to size, to hit these girls again. You know, he'd have a year to get to her and a little over a year to get to her. And, you know, that's not very long. So we don't want to get a male. I'm not worried about getting to size. We don't want to get a male to size and then him to side, or his hemipenes just aren't developed. And, you know, that's no good. So right here, again, Ivory, 100% at Monsoon, pre-lay shed. I'm going to clean her tub out in a little bit. And yeah, so that's a huge clutch right there, guys. As you can see, she's on the hot side, so that's another good reason that I like to, you know, in my mind, I like to say that she did ovulate and everything was good, because first of all, her follicles were over 30 millimeters multiple months ago, like 2 months ago. So she had plenty of time. And on top of that, she has been a constant cold seeker. So when she shifts over for that ovulation, it's almost, you know, I'm almost guaranteed that I know she ovulated. So that's another good way to tell. So next up, I have her labeled as a normal because when we got her, we weren't sure. But trust me, when you guys see her, you're going to tell. So right here, we have a special 100% Monsoon. As you can see, that's no normal, guys. Even the Het Monsoon influence, that's no normal. Look at the head stamp. So that right there is a special 100% Monsoon. And this girl's very close to going. She was about 28 millimeters when I checked last, which was probably almost a month ago, 3 weeks ago. So I bet you she's close. She's constant cold seeker, as you can see where she's kind of burrowed out right there. But like I said, she's been paired to the pastel Mojave Inchy Spider Het Monsoon. So, yep. She's going to be one of the ones we're looking for another male for the season. So if any of you guys work Monsoon, you have a het male sitting around, it has to be 100% het. We don't want any pot sets, even if they do look crazy. You know, we don't want to risk it. So if you have any nice het males, hit me up in the DMs on Instagram, and maybe we can work something out. Okay, so those are the 2 girls there in the Monsoon stuff that we have here. All right, like I said, the other 2 girls are still with Jonathan in California. You know, hopefully that little fucker will move from California and we can, you know, build an empire here. Not naming any names, but, you know, hopefully he can. Okay, so last girl here. So we have a girl here that just prelay shed. We have another girl that's very, very close. This girl actually prelay shed exactly 21 days ago. So really eggs anytime, guys. I mean, that's kind of what it's been coming down to. Every day I walk in, she's really thick, as you can see. Let's go ahead and open her up. Okay, so right here we have a pastel red stripe het Monsoon. As you can tell, she's starting to get into those parental instincts. She's never tried to bite or anything, but the last few days I've opened the tub up, she's been pretty mean. So that gives me a good sign that she is getting ready to lay. Like I said, she could lay today, or she could lay another 10 to 15 days from now. You know, it could be 40 plus days before she lays. You know, it's just kind of how it works. So right there, we have a pastel red stripe het Monsoon. And like I said, she's been paired to that same male. And, you know, this is one of the big girls that we decided that we needed to have another male for, because at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, first season, okay, you know, we hit a super pastel spider red stripe Monsoon, okay, it is what it is, move on, done. I don't want to have to hit this, neither does Jonathan. We don't want to have to hit this thing next season. We want to hold, this season we want to make our money back out of the project, you know, reinvest it back into buying this male, you know, which even if we spend $3,000, is still not bad considering the fact that something like $3,000, let's just say a normal double het Monsoon clown, we took this to this pastel red stripe het Monsoon. Okay, even a pastel Monsoon, you know, 50% het clown that proves het clown, yeah, I could basically make all of our money back from all these females and everything. Just one snake. So that's not including if we hit a red stripe Monsoon that ends up being het clown. You know, that snake right there could probably go for, you know, upwards of, you know, 25, 30,000 easily, maybe even more, because I mean that's the start of like lots of different projects. You know, I mean you've got red stripe, you can start adding black pastel and all these other things, you know, breed it back to a crazy clown female. So, you know, that's the reason we really wanted another male to begin with, especially with that Ivory girl. The Ivory girl, that's power. Everything's yellow belly, that's another stepping stone. You know, we hit a yellow belly inchy or just a yellow belly Monsoon, that's awesome, but then all of a sudden you start throwing pastel and spider yellow belly Monsoon, and then all of a sudden it's not worth near as much money. So that's really the reason that we're going to do that. You know, we're going to invest, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we have 100% confirmed. Hopefully they're good clutches. We have one there and one clutch there, and then hopefully the special decides to go, and we have 3 clutches of Monsoons this season, which is pretty crazy. Second season in, 3 clutches of Monsoon. I mean, that's just insane. Not including the puzzle stuff that we have, which I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek real quick. Probably shouldn't, but yeah. They're all in shed. Let's just say 2 puzzles in there are absolutely insane. Some really good het puzzle influence as well on the pos hets. But just look at that. Oh my geez. That's for another video. As soon as they shed out, I'll tell you what the pairing was. But yeah, anyway, that is today's video, guys. I hope you enjoy. I'm trying to get better at these, you know, little by little, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys, you know, kind of what we're working with. As you can see, she's really thick, so hopefully she lays soon, and that's that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like, comment, share, subscribe. It means the world to me. Like I said, I really want to grow this channel. You know, I want to be one of the big dogs, you know, and it's not even for the money aspect. It's just for the fact of having a community, guys. Like, you know, I want to have that community of, you know, in this. You know, I want to be able to eventually start a Patreon and give you guys crazy deals on snakes and do crazy deals on YouTube for subscribers, you know, giveaways. You know, hopefully, if you guys are interested, we have a giveaway running on my Instagram right now for 500 followers. It gives away 2 free snakes at 1.1. So if you guys are interested, go check out the Instagram. It should be linked down below the video or something. Let's get that giveaway done. The next giveaway is going to be a YouTube Pacific giveaway, and it's going to be for all my subscribers and, you know, subscribers to come within that period. So, and it's going to be a pretty cool giveaway. May give away some puzzle stuff. You know, we've got some puzzle stuff. We've got some other double het DG Clown stuff there. So, you know, and lots of eggs in the incubator, guys. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, you know, like I said, there's probably 6 or 7 clutches that are due within the next 20 days here. So if you guys are interested, give that a shot. Let's get it done. Let's get this other one started. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, stay tuned. Peace.